Hi YouTube, what's up? I'm finally back with a new video and I have a very special deck for you guys, something that people are not really playing on ladder anymore. And to be honest, I'm not sure why, because I've tested this deck the past few days, both in a tournament and on ladder, in top 500 legend on Americas, and I'm still rocking like a 65% win rate, beating druids. Most importantly, beating the druids. Not always, of course, but the druids are really strong. But I have a positive win rate against druid. I can beat the aggro decks. I have a chance against control decks as well. The deck I am talking about is Blood DK. I'm gonna show you the list real quick before we play some games because I'm gonna talk you through it. There are some cards in there that are really necessary to beat the Druid matchup, and that is the Viper. You have two of them because their main win con these days is just to get a big Wind Fury Ignis weapon. They might play Fizzle, so they might do it twice. But also in the ETC here, you have a Steam Cleaner. So if you're against Druid, you pick the Steam Cleaner. They play Fizzle. You play the Steam Cleaner, and they lose the snapshot, so they can only do their combo once, which does really make a difference, obviously, because now you can just fatigue them if you Viper the weapon once and deal with the board. And obviously, there are lots of ways of dealing with the board as well in this deck. There is the Soul Stealer twice. Patchwork, also a good one, because it removes a minion on their board in hand and in deck. And most of their minions are actually combo pieces, so you're really happy to remove 3 of them. Corpse Explosion, another way of dealing with the board. You have Obliterate and Asphyxiate just as single target removal if you needed it. And then, of course, there's some healing, there's some draw in the deck. Dirty Rats also, more disruption. And a Finley in case you need to find your combo pieces ASAP. What I've been doing against Druid, though, is I've been hard mulliganing for Viper, for ETC. I don't know if it's correct, but I felt like the Druid is going really fast. They ramp fast, they draw a million of cards. So you don't really have a lot of time to try and search for your combo pieces if you don't have them, or your counter pieces. So, you have 40 cards in the deck. There's limited draw. So what I've been doing is I've been keeping the Viper, keeping the ETC in hand, just to have like that little safety net in case they go in early and you do have ways to deal with it. Now, in other matchups, I wouldn't keep these cards, obviously. It depends a bit on the matchup. Against Paladins, I've been facing some Paladins. I like keeping, if I'm on the coin, for example, a Blood Boil or a Corpse Explosion, just to deal with all their small wide boards. What else have I been facing? Some mages. Against Mage, you could like keep the healing cards, keep a Vampiric Blood maybe, because they have like kind of limited amount of damage what they can use to OTK you. So if you out heal them, you should be fine as well. These are like kind of the 3 most popular decks I face on ladder. Yesterday I also faced some control warriors and control priests. Before in the ETC I was running a Theothar and a Riven there, but I feel like it didn't really help me win the games that much, especially because most control decks are also running ETC with Steam Cleaners, so your Riven there is kind of useless because you'll never draw your other 3 horsemen in time. So I decided to cut these cards because a bit expensive, a bit slow. So I added a copy of Runes of Darkness just to have some extra damage, push them in the face. I feel like that's what actually made me win most of the time in the control games. You Mograine, you have that 3 damage at the end of your turn, every turn. And just try and discover weapons and smork. Put the pressure on, and that does a lot in the matchups. And Asphyxiate is kind of like, when you're playing against the pure paladins now, they run double Guardian's Grace, they make their minions really big, so Asphyxiate is a way of dealing with it. It's also quite good against Mech Rogue if you were to face that. But the most important matchup, Druid, you pick Steam Cleaner. Also Plague DK, you pick Steam Cleaner, and the rest of the games just try and see what works best in the matchup. I think we've talked about the deck enough. Let's just take it to ladder, see how it goes. Hope we can demonstrate how decent the deck is right now. I'm still 426 with the deck. I came from 600, 700 yesterday, so I did manage to climb. I played it on stream yesterday as well. Got caught up in 2 very, very long control priest matchups, but managed to win both of them, even though I felt like conceding because the games were taking forever. But nope, we managed to win them both. I've been thinking, though, what a bad matchup was for me so far. I want to say the 30 card control warrior with Odin, because if you don't rat or patchwork their Odin and they play it on curve, you kind of just die to all the burst damage. So I've been finding that really hard, but also I never sniped the Odin, so maybe I was a bit unlucky. Oh shit. Okay, the first game actually against Priest. Let's pray that this is Undead Priest and not Control, or else we're gonna be held hostage in this game for very, very long. Not really looking for anything in particular, just a nice curve. So we have Ignis, so we want to forge the Watchers of the Sun. It's the only forge card in the deck. Oh, it is Control Priest. Oh, dude, no! So you want to forge this whenever you have a chance. Okay, we'll just play our minion as well. They also play Ignis, so a Viper is going to come in handy, but I don't think you keep it in the mulligan here. We can also just trade it away on turn 3 if we don't have anything else. We can't clear this, so I want to say maybe we just forge on this turn. Yeah, we're just gonna forge and hit face. Now, what are we gonna do next turn? I think we are going to trade the Viper. We could asphyxiate this also to stop them from drawing more cards, and we don't really have a decent clear. Unless we top deck the weapon, that would have been a decent pickup, I'd say. Well, let's just instant get rid of this and not give them more draw. We don't want the priest to draw too many cards. Okay. Ugh, another one, sure. We could maybe Finley this hand away. It's not doing that much, or we just... Let's give it one more turn. Yeah, this is fine. He can't really trade nicely into the Renatal. Well, no, they can actually with the location now. Location, trade, and heal. Protocol, okay. Getting the minions out. It could be Yogg, it could be Amantul. There's a couple of minions that are quite annoying for them to have copies of. Yogg, Amantul, maybe the Colossal also, the Behemoth that heals. But we will try to deal with it in a bit. Okay, let's see if we can find a way to deal with this minion. We can. We could just glacial advance it. Maybe there's no need for us to take damage. So go this on it, and it is gone. Okay. So, oh, they went for rats. Okay, so they're gonna try to rat out all my stuff. They might get a Primus here. No. They missed Primus twice. So we can coin that out on turn 7, maybe. We won't be able to Finley anymore to look for other cards, so we're gonna have to use this hand to win. Which might be hard, we'll see. This priest has a really, really good opening hand. What can we get here? You have all enemy minions -2. Oh, that actually gets rid of both the taunts. That kind of worked out in the end, at least. Now, depending on what they do, we could go coin Primus or Soul Stealer, but I don't think we're gonna need that. They're not really playing much. They might buff that twice, and then we Primus it, I want to say. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. But they might have a Yogg or an Amantul, and then they just insta deal with it. Okay, let's get us a blood card. Oh, I like the patchwork. That could deal with some of the cards in their hand quite nicely. It's an Amantul. Just what I said earlier, that is like a very annoying card. It gives them a lot of value. Plus, he has another copy of it in hand, so we might try to snipe it with the patchwork. So we get rid of this Amantul. Best case scenario, we also get rid of the one in hand, or a Yog, or an Ignis. Like, some of the value cards, that'd be nice. Okay, we could trade that first. Okay, here we go. We patchworked. ETC and Armor Vendor, that's actually not that great. You know, the ETC would have been a good snipe if we ran Riven there, because then they wouldn't really be able to deal with it besides silencing it, but they're synchronizing it. We are getting outvalued here. Need to draw a card. Please be something playable. Well, it is playable. Patchwork for next turn, okay. They might patchwork again. It's gonna be a 50-50 if they snipe or not. But all we can do now is Prage. They sniped it, okay. A rat out too. We might have to Soul Stealer this. Get a draw and get rid of the board. But we're not really putting much pressure. We're not tempoing. We don't have the value in hand, so I don't see us winning this one, unfortunately. I'm also not sure why everyone is playing Control Priest on ladder right now, because it's so slow. It's so slow. Okay, let's hit him and go Soul Stealer. We get a card draw as well. Viper, I don't think we need it yet, but let's spend the mana and we can trade it next turn if needed. I'm not gonna concede yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see, because yesterday a few times I said I was going to concede and then I won in the long run anyway. So I don't really want to just concede games because they're slow. But if we get to a point where we can't win, then yeah, I'm gonna concede. It depends. We're gonna like wait and see for the next couple of top decks only. Because we know they still have an Amantul in hand, so they do have value. We have only removal here. Nothing really to try and push for lethal in any way. Okay, that's getting a 3/3. There's the Ignis, but my Viper is somewhere in the deck, and one got Dirty Ratted. We have another one, but I mean, we still have 17 cards in the deck. It's not very likely we find it next turn. Let's have a look. Blood Boil. We might just go ahead and Blood Boil this. Get rid of the board a little bit more. They can just freely set up the weapon here, and I have absolutely no way of dealing with it. Wind Fury and Summon. That is like the best one you can get, except if you get Tyrion. Then we can just deal with the board and they lose the weapon. That's not a Tyrion. Okay. I think we're gonna Corpse Explosion first. Then play the Vizier for a spell for next turn. Or we play Cold Feet now. I think we might try and slow him down a little bit, but the problem still is the Wind Fury weapon and the double summon of minions anyway. So he might not even want to play more minions in the first place. Okay, some big boys again that we can't really deal with. But also their hand is getting a bit empty. What if there is a chance? Okay, and we'll just have to leave this thing up on the board for now. Take 16 damage. 17, 18 even with atonement. Okay, that's not too big. Oh no! That is big. Oh, and he can summon a copy. Am I dead? I'm actually dead by this. Oh god. Actually, maybe it's for the best, because if we had to play this out, if he didn't have lethal here and I healed back, this game could have easily gone on for another 15-20 minutes. So maybe this is like a blessing in disguise and we just go next. We go next. This is not an exemplary game. Alright. One more. And now we preach. We preach hard. No control. Either a druid, but we have all the good combo pieces, or an aggro deck, because I've been beating like most of the mages and paladins. Tune. Alright. This is the moment of truth, guys. We need to find the stuff. This is not the stuff to beat druid. So we're gonna remove all of it, even the 1-drop, because we don't need it. And we hard look for that Viper, that ETC. We have a board clear. That's not enough to win the matchup. We need more. We need more. We have a draw here. We can also hope that the druid's a bit slow, but from my experience, that usually doesn't really happen. Also, we can draw cards, and if nothing, sorry, no combo pieces show up, we just go Finley and look for them. Wait, there is a druid here that didn't forge on 2. Now that's a first. Okay, draw a card. Vampiric blood. Okay, we actually don't have enough corpses yet for this. But because they are being a bit slow, well, that's more draw. Because they're being a bit slow, no ramp yet, no forging yet. We that gives us a little bit of time as well. Ignis, no, don't need that, no. Okay, let's just play some minions. Next turn we can go Vampiric Blood and get an extra draw. If we don't find anything, we're gonna Finley this hand away, maybe. Because it doesn't really do much in the matchup, except the Soul Stealer is quite good for removing if they go wide with Ionar. Okay, still no ramp. And they need to play something because they're on 10 cards. Rake, okay. Rake out. Blood Boil. Alright. Let's look. Okay, so we're gonna insta-Finley this away. This is not our win con against Druid. Okay, there is a Viper. Hematurge, Vampiric. Corpse Explosion, if we have more corpses, is decent. Rat is decent too. Discovering a Patchwork would be great. No. I'm not too sure. Oh, now we got it. We could just play a No Muncher now if we don't top deck anything else. We somehow need to find the ETC, because that Steam Cleaner is quite important as well, because without the snapshot, there's a limited amount of damage they can do with one weapon that I can insta-Viper. If they manage to get that Fizzle down, it does make the game a little bit more complicated without the Steam Cleaner. Innervate, Coin. Do they go Ionar already? No. Okay. Double draw, double nourish draw, double draw. In this matchup, we don't care about the armor gain. We just need to fatigue them. We need to deal with their stuff. And then they'll just have to give up because they can't win in the long game. Okay, this is actually good that they play it. That means that if we rat, it might be another minion that comes out. And we are going to rat because we also have an asphyxiate in hand to deal with whatever comes out. Ratting a Yogg, ratting an Ionar, ratting Ignis. All very, very good options here. We are gonna try it. Oh, okay. So we're not gonna rat the Yogg, that is for sure. We have to rat something, I think. Another Viper. Oh. A Nubricon. Right. Let's asphyxiate. I'll kill one of them. Okay, the Yogg actually not bad. Maybe we'll just play these. I can hit, and then get a bit closer to killing the minion. And also we get closer to Vampiric Blood and or to a good Corpse Explosion. Nubricon makes it a bit harder for him to combo the whole big stuff. That's Freya in there. That still gives them a copy. A copy of the hand or the deck. Okay. Weapon. We have double Viper though. I will keep both the Vipers in hand now that I know that they might copy the weapon with the Freya next turn. Okay, we're still taking a lot of damage, so we also kind of need to clear. Which we can, but we have to spend our turn doing it. It's probably necessary. Like, Corpse Explosion and this one. Okay, this board is gone, but now now there is the next threat coming, and we don't really have great ways of dealing with the board now. We know one Soul Stealer is on the bottom. There is another one in the deck. We still have a Patchwork as well. We are looking for stuff. Oh, they're just kind of emptying their hand right now for the Freya, I suppose. Like the stuff you don't really want to have copied in there. Double Innervate. Nourish. Oh, they're actually just going for draw on this turn. They're not pressuring us that much, so it gives us maybe some time to come back. They did draw their whole deck. They didn't fizzle yet also, and I think they want to maybe fizzle the weapon. They didn't fizzle the Ignis, so they can only have one weapon now. Do we rat? The real question. I think we do. We strike it. And we draw a card. It's a bit of a bad order here, but I wasn't really sure how my turn would go. Okay. So no Astalor damage. I think the Fizzle is gonna come down, or the Freya. If he picked that, but I suppose he did. Yeah. So that's a duplicate of hand, so they don't actually need to Fizzle. Means they have two weapons, for sure. Gonna need to think of that. Let's forge this, heal. Cover a minion. I think maybe we do that because, like, we don't have much to do else. Or we trade this first, get a draw. eMEieQElOQEh. I actually have a plan. Kill this off. We get some extra health so we don't die too easily to the weapons. Let me just play this for one buff and not two. Okay, this is the moment of truth. He can go Ionar, refresh mana, he gets a 5/5 taunt, then set up a weapon. And he can do this twice. So that's what we need to keep in mind. Okay, this is what they have, and this is actually really good. And really, really hard to deal with. Oh, no, 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 no. So that means we Viper this. But then they can do this whole thing again. See what we get here. No. We Viper. Is there any... Maybe a 1-cost taunt? No. Okay, none of these really matter. The thing that matters now is that he's gonna push damage phase. The board is 18. He has another weapon. But he's also kind of board locked. He can't really do too much more. Oh, there's a Fizzle also. Oh my god. This one plays Freya and Fizzle for maximum value, I suppose. Okay, at least he's board locked, so no more board. We need to find Soul Stealer. That is a Soul Stealer. We might still die because they do have a lot of damage in hand. But there's not much I can do against it. We'll just have to wait and see. If he sets up the weapon with extra damage, we die. If not, maybe I can try to find a way to come back with a Viper and a taunt. No pounces. Okay. Oh, that's quite a big thing. We Viper it. Gone. And we play this. And this. So we're not actually dying yet. We're not dying yet, but they have a Soul Stealer in hand. That's not that great. I think. What else do they have? He can hit into it. He's not going to heal me, and he's going to get that minion in his hands. It doesn't really matter too much because we can Corpse Explosion after. The thing is, does he have damage in his hand? Oh, the snapshot. Wait, what's in the snapshot? Another Ionar? Another weapon, that's a problem. Wait, he... How? How did that happen, actually? I have no idea. Maybe it's wrong, though, because my tracker says that he has another weapon, but I don't know if he fizzled it. I still need a taunt or a heal, because if he actually does have a weapon, I die. Oh, Icy Touch to maybe not die? Okay, the game is still kind of close. But that's another Fizzle. Snapshot. Okay, here we go again. I have a Soul Stealer. Oh, he did have another one. Oh my god. This can't hit though. So we might trade, buff, play this, heal more. Yeah, I still don't see the way to win. But at least he's starting to get out of stuff. This is the last snapshot. Only a couple cards left. Soul Stealer. Oh. Okay, so now we need to Soul Stealer, but we take so much damage that we actually die to the weapon now. And we don't have we actually don't have a way of dealing with it. What is the best option? Let's look in this one first, and then we can Prison of Yog maybe. This, but it doesn't full clear because there is gonna be a 5/5 coming out. Let's YOLO it somehow. I don't know what it can do. Nothing. It didn't do anything. Oh my god, this was unlucky, but honestly, this is the first time I've seen 3 fizzles. 3 snapshots ever happening. I think if he only had 1, we would have won, because he was out of stuff, we were healing back. But he managed to play 4 weapons, and that is just crazy. I still don't really know how he did it. But it happened, and we have time for one last game, and then I'm gonna have to go. So hopefully we can take a win before the end. Hunter should be doable in theory. Let's try to find a 1-drop here. In this matchup, I think I do like the armor vendor. Okay, no armor vendor, but early curve, some heal is good against Hunter because they are trying to smork you down. You can try to play around the secrets a little bit as well, so you don't proc them all the time. So next turn, I think we're just gonna Forge. Or Hero Power Trade, because some of them run bananas. And we don't really, maybe don't want them to buff it. Plus it gives us a Hematurge for next turn. Secret. We can just try, it might be hidden meaning, we can try to play around it. And just not spend our mana. A Ripper is quite nice, I think. Death Strike is also not bad. This might allow us to take some trades with our face. Another tracker. Is he buffing it? Is he going for something else? A Tremor? Right. I'm gonna take it slow. Not proc anything yet. We kind of know now that this is hidden meaning, right? Or cat trick. We didn't play a spell yet. Now there's gonna be lots of secrets. We don't have to actually hit face, so if there's like Wandering Monster or bait and switch, we don't have to proc it, I think. That's fine. He's not threatening us at all right now, so. Also quite funny that I'm Baby Bear versus the big bad wolf. Who's gonna win? A bear or a wolf? Oh, at which point do we proc it? Let's see what we get here. Asphyxiate. Banshee actually is not bad for next turn. Zombies. Okay, I can try to take a trade and see if it's bait and switch. No bait and switch. Right. We can just forge then and wait. So no freezing, no bait and switch. There's a hidden meaning. I'm quite sure of that. Okay. I could go Dirty Rat and try to snipe a 4-1 and just trade it. See what else comes out. We have an Asphyxiate. Oh no, we don't. Actually, I didn't pick it. Never mind. So we can do this. We can trade and wait. And then if they go Lynxes, I assume our both minions will die and we have a corpse explosion to deal with that. Maybe we trade the Viper. Oh, or do we keep it because they might actually play the Titan? Maybe we wait here. I'm taking it slow, but he's also not pushing any damage yet. Injured arrow, okay. So we know there is a 1-cost spell in hand. There is a coin. There is one 4-1 Tremor in the hand still. These things are not very threatening. Plus he used some spell power. That was a spell, a card that got spell damage. This one as well. And a Tremor. Could play more of them if you wanted. I can go Corpse Explosion on this, and then we just need something for the next turn. Oh, Soul Stealer for the next turn, maybe. So what we can do now is we do this. It might proc a cat trick. It does. And then we go Corpse Explosion. Oh, it doesn't full clear anymore, but it clears a little bit. And then next turn we go Soul Stealer. Or we could do something else and just take some of the damage phase, like Hero Power here, and play Nerubian. It also procs the hidden meaning, and then next turn we just clear the whole board with Soul Stealer. We just have to accept to take some damage in that case. Or I set this one up. Let's do this, actually. It's a very annoying card for them, because it will make more board if I hit with it. Oh, that is a very big minion, sir. Oh. Let's see. We can Soul Stealer if we have to. We might find a Corpse Explosion otherwise. We still have heal from the Watcher of the Sun. I think we're not, like, scared of dying yet. We're more... We need to clear next turn and we'll be okay. Surely. Maybe am I on copium right now? We can Viper. Wait, am I dead actually? 3. No, I can't be dead. 6. I'm kind of dead. Wow, if he coins something, I'm dead. Might be dead regardless. Home. This is a bit of a problemo. I have an idea. We have 2 corpses now. This here. We'll get an extra corpse. No, I'm still dead. Because I had to hero power. If I didn't hero power, I could have healed with the Voyager of the Sun, but now we're still dead. It was a nice board clear, regardless. Okay, anyway, guys, the games didn't really go as planned. But you could see that they were quite close in the end. Also, I may have taken it a bit too slow in the previous game. But the deck really does have potential. I'm gonna try to tweak it maybe a little bit more, but let me know if you want to try it. You see I'm still in top 500 right now, or close to it. I have been in for the past few days with this deck, so definitely do give it a try if you want to. I will leave the code in the comments below, and I will see you again later. Bye!